Hello, hello, hello. This is your message from the universe for January 19th, 2021. This is the rune Jira. Now, Jira is the rune of the harvest. It is the 1 year cycle. And much like the harvest, we have to prepare. And part of the journey is the preparation for what we're heading towards, for the destination, for that harvest. But we have planted the seeds because you're even here, you're thinking about it, you're going through stuff, and we are now doing all the things that are necessary for those little plants to shoot up out of the ground to grow. But we cannot speed the process up. I know that it is hard, I know that it is difficult, but we cannot speed the process up. There's a reason that it takes time for plants to grow. They have a lot of work to do. And there's a reason why it takes time for us to get to our next stage, because we have a lot of work to do. So if we start with this double Ace of Swords, you guys know that I love it when I get doubles of these cards from two different decks. Double Ace of Swords, it talks about clarity in your thinking, shifting your perspective, recentering and finding that inner clarity, backed up by the Queen of Swords, who is like the queen of logic and understanding and inner clarity and like purpose, intent. So these two and her are all saying that we need to be taking this time right now to re-clarify our intentions, to re-clarify what we are doing, what we are thinking, why we are thinking it. And I know I keep saying these same things over and over again, but if that annoys you, if you are impatient about this, then that in and of itself is a clue on what you need to work on. Anything that gives us a strong reaction or triggers us or annoys us or gives us any sort of emotional reaction is a space that we need to examine, that we need to look at. And this reading is very clearly talking about leaning in to your spiritual practice. And that could be, oh, thank you, Kitty. I appreciate that. He walked right across the little table that I use underneath. It's got like a little bottom platform. It speaks about no matter what your spiritual practice is, leaning into it. Now, you may not know what your spiritual practice is. You may still be searching. Search. Continue to search. But use your own inner clarity to do so. Shift how you see some of these societal constructs of faith and knowledge, and shift it a little bit. You will make progress. We have this Three of Wands. You will make progress. You are making progress just by thinking about this. But it is so important for you to show yourself some compassion on that road, to give yourself nurturing and kindness and the space to either make mistakes or to succeed without your own judgment tearing you down, without thinking I'm doing it right or I'm doing it wrong. You cannot do it wrong. You cannot do it wrong, because even if you mess up, you learned from it. Even if you do something that's not the way that you would want to do it, you're learning from it. And the last thing that I want to tell you about this is that when we are on a spiritual journey, this Jira, this cycle, what we have to remember is that we cannot let the destination distract us from the journey itself. Because the journey itself is the reward, not the destination. There is not like a space where you get to and you're like, oh, poof, I'm enlightened. Wonderful. I don't have to do anything else. I don't have to go through any more pain. I don't have to do this anymore. I also don't think as humans that we are going to be poofed up into the sky or raptured or anything like that. Now, I could be 100% wrong, but I'm preparing for that not to be a thing. And so we really have to be focused on the journey itself, because it is the journey that is the honor. It is the journey that is what we are here for, is to feel and to learn and to experience and to have a physical form that can feel pain and pleasure and taste and touch and smell and all the senses. That is what we are here for. And if you are so focused on getting to the next space, then you are missing the now. And most likely you'll end up going in circles and doing this over and over again, because the purpose is the now, because only now exists. There's no other time. There's only right now. I know that all of this is a lot, and in the world it is a lot right now. But for you, focus on your own connection with divine. Listen with your own inner voice. Listen through the lens of unconditional love for others and for yourself, and always lean into empathy and forgiveness before anything else. You are beloved, you matter, and you are so very loved.